What's up, everybody? I'm Cronocyde, and welcome to episode 15 of CronoCast, a PlayStation podcast. So, CronoCast is a PlayStation exclusive podcast where I talk with my co-host, Yemi the Ferret, about all things PlayStation. Yemi, how are you, dude?
I am excellent. How are you?
I'm doing great. A little bit tired as always, but I guess it's because of the live stream yesterday. But yeah, it's my life now. It's my life. What about you, man? Tired or?
No, actually, even though I've been going to bed really late, I've been waking up and going to work, and I'm awake and alert, and it's weird.
It's weird to be not tired, actually.
It is because I like to get my full night's sleep, but I don't know. Sometimes you don't go to bed when you want to, and you wake up and you still feel refreshed. So it's like, all right, well, it's a win in my book.
That's great. My son is now almost 7 years old, and on the weekends he can now wake up by himself and go in the living room or something like that and play with his toys, and I can still sleep a little bit more than usual. So that's great, I guess. That's a really good feeling.
Yeah, that's good.
You'll know soon. You'll know. Don't worry about it.
Oh, soon? Oh, do you know something I don't know?
No. Maybe sooner than expected. Who knows, right? Yemi, are you there? Are you scared of kids?
I am.
Oh, okay. So have you played any games
Chrono's
this weekend?
wishing for it. He's like, okay.
No, but I don't really like kids either. I like my kid, but the other kids, they're gross, man. They are gross. But let's go back to games, all right?
Sure.
Have you played any games? Like last week we haven't done a CronoCast. We skipped a week. So have you played any new games or older games during those 2 weeks?
Yeah, actually. Geez. Hold on. Let me remind myself real quickly. I was playing Battlefield 5.
Okay.
And Fallout 76. These last 2 weeks, and I got the platinum trophy for Spyro the Dragon.
Oh, the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has like something like 40% clear rate or something like that. So I guess it's not
easy.
too bad, right?
Yeah, it's not bad. Just I was going through it without trying to get the trophies. So like I just wanted to do 100% on it, and then if I really cared, I went back to get the random trophies, and they weren't that hard. The hardest one was probably I don't even know, because I didn't really struggle with any of them. I guess the hardest one was getting him to do 5 laps around the circle for the end boss thing.
Okay.
And it was more just boring than anything. I just was really bored doing that.
Okay. So
that was it.
Oh, okay. So a new platinum. That's great. Yeah. I love that.
Well, that's 2 more platinums than I had this time last year.
So I continued a little bit Halloween Forever. I'm actually liking the game so far. I'm finishing all the games with all the game with all the characters. Basically, I'm super close to the platinum. And after that, I played a game called Aces of Luftwaffe. Is that it?
Oh yeah,
we talked about this, right?
Yeah.
It's the video will drop on Friday. Excuse me?
The Luftwaffe, yeah.
No. Luftwaffe. I actually before. So it's German. It's German, right?
Yeah, the Luftwaffe was German Air Force.
Okay. Because I looked it up before start, like I did a first impression video because the developer gave me a key for the game, and I actually went online to know exactly how to pronounce the word because I had absolutely no idea how to do it. And it's the title of the game, right? So I needed to nail it because otherwise people wouldn't care about my video. So it's a bullet hell, shoot 'em up, basically vertical arcade like multiplayer game. It's super cool, man. I really love games like this, and it's a style of game that is really. I guess it's kind of easy to do, but it's hard to do it right basically, and it's super arcadey, it's super hardcore. I like it, man, and the bosses are really cool. So I played this one. I even played after finishing the video, so that's a good sign. I played Resident Evil 7 VR too. That's great. It's great.
Yeah.
They have done like moving the camera is a little bit different to avoid like motion sickness, I guess, or something like that.
Right.
But it's well done. It's well done. Not sure about the shooting part still. That might be a little bit clunky during like intense scenes. And what did I play to? I'm working on Crash 2 Platinum. And I'm working on something else, but I don't remember. But I didn't play a lot of games, but... yesterday I played Parasite Eve, the first one on the PlayStation 1. So you were initiated to the game.
I was.
You like it?
Yeah, it looked cool.
Yeah? Okay.
I would play a remaster of it.
Yeah, for sure. So, talking about Parasite Eve... The CronoCast is recorded each and every week on Wednesdays and is uploaded on YouTube on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. The podcast is divided into several segments. We talk about the news, new releases, topic of the show, trophies, questions from the listeners, and PlayStation memory. So basically, the segue right there is that the first news is regarding Parasite Eve. So a new Parasite Eve game may be coming soon. Square-Enix recently filed a trademark for Parasite Eve in Europe, so suggesting that the classic action RPG franchise might be making a return. So if a trademark is filed, usually it's because their intent is to do something with the series, right?
I would think so.
Because you wouldn't like fill a trademark otherwise, because it costs a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a remaster. So Parasite Eve, I have two games on the PlayStation 1 and a third one on the PSP. The first one is the one that everybody loved, basically. The second game was less RPG and more Resident Evil, I would say. So it's a little bit different. It's based off a novel, actually. It's a Japanese horror novel, basically, and there was like comics too and a film adaptation, which I didn't know about before reading the news. But so maybe a remaster of the first game, maybe a collection of both games, including maybe the third birthday, which I think nobody loved really on the PSP, or maybe just a third game, Parasite Eve 3. So yeah, so you like it yesterday?
Yeah, I thought it was cool. It looked cool. Lots of information given in that first part you did.
Yep, for sure. And there's no voice acting, of course, because it was PlayStation 1. So I love old school games like this because there was no voice acting. It was mostly reading stuff. And I feel like Parasite Eve have like a deep story too, a cop story, a lot of horror element, and a lot of like fantasy, I would say, or something like that, mutation, a little bit like Resident Evil. So I feel like this is a really unique game, and the gameplay is also, it could really port well on the PlayStation 4. So I'm hoping for a remaster, actually.
Yeah, we'll see. Or maybe Europe will finally get the game. Who knows?
Who knows, right? That would be amazing, man. It would be amazing. But Square-Enix have like other bigger franchise for sure, but this one is like a little bit underrated, under the radar, but I really love among PlayStation fans.
They could do a soft reboot, you know, it's kind of like a half reboot, like the Ratchet and Clank game or something like that.
Or even the Shenmue. You mean a HD port, or
no, like
from the ground up?
Well, a soft reboot is like you take the same characters, you have the whole world established, but you're pretty much just resetting the timeline.
Oh yeah, okay. So you're keeping like the main storyline, but you're changing a little bit of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like the remaster of the Ratchet and Clank game. That was a soft reboot.
Yeah, because they kept the core of the game, but changed a little bit. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. I cannot wait to play more of this game, man.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. Of course you'll be there. You're always there.
I try.
I try. All right, Sony unveils a new PSVR bundle right where I freaking buy a PlayStation VR. There's a bundle with Borderlands 2 VR and Beat Saber. So I bought the Doom bundle. I was like second guessing what I was saying at the same time, but yeah, I haven't tried Doom, but this bundle is awesome. Borderlands 2 and Beat Saber.
Yeah, that's a steal.
That is a steal.
Two amazing games.
So retail at $350 with the moves. So that's a good deal. That's a good deal.
Yeah,
right?
And I think let's see, Beat Saber was $30. Borderlands 2 VR is 40.
Probably. Yeah,
40
probably.
Yeah, I'm waiting on Borderlands 2 VR because of the price. I'm gonna wait till it's sale. It's like I've already bought Borderlands 2 like 4 times now for like different systems.
Yeah, the Ensign collection, the original Borderlands 2, Borderlands 2 Vita. You have that too?
No, but I have it on computer as well. And then I also bought the Game of the Year edition on PS3 a while back as well.
Yeah, I can't believe that the Borderlands 3 is not a thing yet. No release date, no announcement, no nothing, man.
I know it sucks because this is one of my favorite series, just because it's so goofy and filled with adventure, you know.
Yeah. And it's loved too. It really sells well. I think the latest game that was released at the same time as Overwatch, which I can't remember the name right now, it was in the same vein as. What's that?
Battleborn.
Yeah, exactly. This one bombed so hard. I think they hurt the studio a lot and the publisher, right?
Yeah, I don't know what. When I was doing reviews on my old channel, I mentioned that these seemed like rejected characters from Borderlands. Because it's weird because like 2 of them would be sort of similar. Like I'll give an example. There was 3 army dudes. Okay, one was like a big buff guy with a Gatling gun, kind of like Team Fortress 2. Another guy was a commando dude who could run and stuff like Soldier 76. And then all of a sudden you have like a hawk, like a humanoid hawk. And he could fly.
Doesn't make sense, right?
It's like, okay, there's the Borderlands 2 character. These guys were tacked on because they were like, we need to fill out this group.
But the game wasn't bad,
like,
right?
No, it was horrible. Okay. I hated it so much. Like, you would go through the game and like it would be kind of fun, but if you didn't have anyone to play it with, it was borderline impossible. And then also, if you failed the mission at the end, you couldn't go back to a checkpoint. It was just game over. You had to restart the whole
old
level.
School, man.
And the game died so quickly. After the second week, I tried playing a few games and I couldn't find anyone, so I just ended up selling it. And now it is in the bargain bin for $5 at most retail stores.
Yeah, but having like release at the same time as Overwatch was a huge mistake too.
Oh yeah, yeah, and they sort of borderline copied assets from Overwatch and the Paladins game that was already out.
And bombed too. Oh no, Paladins actually have like a player base, right?
Yeah, it is a strong following. It's Paladins is fun in short bursts, and I think that it's detached enough from Overwatch that it has its own feel to it. And I think they're adding a battle royale mode to it too. So
yeah, why not?
That'll get a whole new fan base in there.
Battle royale seems like the new trend for sure.
Oh,
I like it. I like it. I think it's it makes good content and just adds replay value, right?
Yeah, but I don't think every game needs it. Like Red Dead Redemption, Battlefield 5.
Red Dead does have a battle royale mode.
Oh yeah, it just released this week.
Oh, that doesn't make sense though. In Western setting.
Yeah, I don't know how you get into the match. I think you might just I don't know. I don't want to speculate because I don't know.
Okay.
Like, do you ride a posse of horses, then you jump off the horses and run around? I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all, actually. Okay. So, next news. Oh, look at that. The thumbnail right there. The one where we talked about this one, right?
Yeah.
The thumbnail of the video, I haven't changed it, to be honest. I'm lacking time to change it, but I like it. I like it. And Catherine is exactly that. And we'll be talking about more Catherine in the upcoming like topic of the show too. So it's not out of place, but it's a thumbnail, right? People will click on it. It's a beautiful girl. So, will Sony censor Catherine full body? Developer can give a definitive answer. So, in the past, Atlus had actually a lot of problems porting their Japanese games to the US market because sexual themes, mostly sexual themes, to be honest, as far as I remember. And Catherine is super sexual, super sexual. And they might need to change a little bit of the content to please more the US side, the western side of it, the eastern side, western side of the world, because Japanese can be a little bit weird, right? Regarding like cat girls and stuff like that, like the manga side of thing.
I don't know.
No, I mean, like, in terms of sexual themes, Japanese can be a little bit more weird than the US, right?
Oh, well. I think it's kind of equal ground.
But they are more open to it.
Maybe
Japanese. The Japanese.
I don't know. We'd have to go to Japan and just show people.
Find out. You remember Dead or Alive Extreme and the volleyball games? No.
Yeah.
So that's borderline, right?
Yeah, kind of.
So we'll see. But what do you think about censoring stuff when porting the game to the Western market?
I don't think they should. It's like if you're gonna show a pair of boobies, just show it. Like what's I look at video games as art, and if you're gonna change your art for censorship, I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah, for sure. Stuff like Heavy Rain and they had boobies in the game, right? And it wasn't censored as far as I know.
There's a few games out there, like the Assassin's Creed, the original Assassin's Creed 2 had nudity in it, and so did a few other games as well.
There was a game too, which was a PlayStation 4 exclusive from Red Dead Dawn. The Order was had male sexuality too in it.
I tried to forget that game.
The Order?
Yeah, I hated that game.
Yeah. It was a pretty bad game. Pretty short too, but it wasn't censored at all. So
No.
The thing might be that the girls seems a little bit younger than usual, so that might be why it was censored in North America.
Just have her show her driver's license and show it that she's 18 years.
Well, she's not real, Amy. She's not real. Who knows, right?
Do it anyways, though, just for the sake of censorship.
Yeah.
The opening cutscene be her opening up her wallet and pulling out the driver's license and being like, "Look, I was born in 1990."
Yeah. It doesn't make sense. But maybe a new rating would be like the R rating. I'm not sure if the games have that.
It would be an A rating around here, adult only, and stores wouldn't want to even stock that.
Well, it's digital only anyway, so who cares?
Oh, if it's digital only, I don't know. U.S. PlayStation Store might not be able to put it on. I've never seen an A-rated game on PlayStation Store. Actually, I haven't really seen an A-rated game in forever.
Yeah, I don't think we have that actually. In Canada, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. But it's weird. It's weird to censor things. Like, people need to learn to not buy stuff that they don't want, actually. But it also needs to follow a guideline that is acceptable for North America residents, right?
Yeah, I suppose, but...
Because if you don't have guidelines, it will be, like, super weird really fast, man. I can tell you that.
We have the internet for that.
Yeah.
The internet will tell you that.
Yeah. They are trying to censor the internet too, for that same reason.
Well, times are changing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, next topic. Enough.
Yes.
Enough of
Yes.
scattering.
Enough.
Guacamelee 2, which you love, right?
I do love Guacamelee too.
So have you finished the game yet? No, probably not,
I'm
right?
more than halfway through now.
So it gets new character pack and challenge level tomorrow, a little bit like the first game basically. It seems like the character pack is more characters, and the challenge level are like small challenges which were really cool in the first one. So it's a bunch of small challenges, as you can see right now, harder and harder, and yeah, it's just a cool challenge to play with friends and co-op. So I'm still on the fence on buying this game. I feel like it's a little bit too expensive, at least in Canada. They are charging like something near $40 for the games, which I find a little bit like on the high side.
That's a little high.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, it seems pretty cool, man. And the challenge right now, I'm looking at the GIF in the it looks amazing, man. It looks super hardcore, and you can fly a bird too. That's cool, man.
You're a chicken.
Oh, it's a chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, what am I thinking, man? It's always chicken.
Yeah.
So yeah,
the base game is hard enough. I'm surprised they're adding even more challenge to the game with these levels. Because, I mean, I've been trying to get like those secret chests in areas, and some of those areas are like so difficult. Like some of them I've had to give up on.
Oh, giving up? Giving up already? Okay. So if you are giving up, that's exactly what I'm searching for, right? Something I can beat you on, like tell you, hey, you giving up, but I'm not giving up, and I got the platinum, right? So I might buy the game, actually.
Yeah, do it.
Just to shove it in your face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't like it?
I'd like to see you struggle on live stream with this one.
Guacamelee? You know I'm a veteran of Guacamelee, right?
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah, just the second game has like those hidden chests where you get extra health boosts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like much later in the game, they just get so ridiculous. Like there's one where you have to dodge, and then you have to change space and time to another another timeline
combination,
you're trying. And then the walls are insta death, so you have to start all over at the beginning of the part to get back to the point you were at, and it just gets a little ridiculous.
Is it harder than the first one?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like that.
Okay. I didn't really struggle with the first one until the last boss fight, but even that I was able to get through pretty fast.
Yeah, it's just pattern based basically. There's no RNG, so as soon as you learn the patterns, basically you're just golden, right?
Pretty much.
Okay. PlayStation Plus, free games for December. I'm excited for this. So Soma is the first one, which is a loved horror game, sci-fi a little bit, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
You're in a spaceship or something?
You're an underwater facility, the last human underwater facility, and it's starting to get taken over by robots.
Oh, no. Robots? Really?
Yeah.
It's horror, right? Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, it's horror, yep. It's made by the same people who made Amnesia.
Yeah, exactly, which I haven't tried yet too. Amnesia, not gonna lie, I don't think I'm gonna try that series. I don't think it's my type of horror games. Like I like more straightforward horror games, and I feel like Amnesia doesn't fit the bill.
Yeah, it doesn't give you like a path to go on. You're kind of left to do your own thing for the most part in Amnesia. This game's a little bit more straightforward though.
Yeah. This is what I didn't like about the first Outlast 2. I was like searching for a freaking key for 20 minutes while being chased by some maniacs. And once you find the key, you don't know where to put it. And you just keep dying and dying and dying. And yeah, it's frustrating, those type of games.
I don't know. I didn't have too much trouble finding the...
Yeah, I'm bad at that type of games, man. I'm really bad at finding paths when it's like... When the path is not 100% clear, I'm pretty bad at finding like the solution or stuff like that. So it's totally on me. It's totally on me. I knew it. I know it. So it's my fault, man. I'm bad. But I'm good at 2D platformers too.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. And the next one is On Rush, which is kind of interesting too. I think we talked about this one, right?
I think we did talk about it before. It's like one
It's
of the
just
only racing
released.
games. Yeah, it's not. It wasn't too long ago. I know that. It's like one of the only racing games I've seen where it's like combines cars and motorcycles. Like besides from Mario Kart.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of MotorStorm, the
Yeah.
series, which I really, really love. So I might give this one a try if the platinum is not too bad, right?
Yeah, I was thinking it looked kind of more like a I don't know if you ever played it, but it's a game called Blur. It was
Mm.
a single game that you could get power-ups and stuff like that. I don't think this one has power-ups. I think you just kind of do special moves to get your stuff. But I loved Blur, and I think I'm going to give this one a try.
I have Blur, actually.
That's a great game.
Yeah, it's a great game. Yeah.
That's a
I love
that's
I
a
love racing games like this, like arcadey a little bit from time to time. It's been a
Mhm.
while. I feel like I need to play a racing game soon.
Well, here you go, Onrush, free.
The last one
And
was
way better than Trackmania Turbo.
Trackmania Turbo. You didn't like?
Oh, it was Trackmania Turbo is not that fun.
Oh, okay. I downloaded it a couple of days ago to play with VR. Not sure if it's a good idea.
I I just the design of Trackmania Turbo is like it's just bad. I don't know how to
Okay.
explain it. You have to kind of play it to see, but like it's very like it's arcadey, but it's also they tried to like put in a realism into it. It's it's a mishmash of too many ideas. You know,
Okay.
just it's not that great.
So for the PS3 owners, you get Styrian. Is that it? Nobody
Yeah.
knows.
That's a
Steamgate.
good game.
Yeah.
Stereo is a great game. I love that game. I have it on a computer. It's just it's a bullet hell with permadeath in it. And
Oh.
you're a spaceship and you're kind of you fight bosses every so often and you get upgrades and stuff like that. I'd suggest if you have a PlayStation 3, go grab it.
Oh, I have it. I'm still playing Mortal Kombat on it.
There you go.
Steam Gates, which is absolutely amazing. I played this one on my Vita, and I have the Platinum, which is it's a visual novel, which with a really 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 cool ID behind it. Totally suggested, recommended. Iconoclast on the PlayStation Vita and cross-buy with PS4, 2D platformers. This game looks amazing, man. I'm super excited about this one. And Paper Please, which is loved by everybody that I talked
Yeah.
to.
It's a very it's a very interesting game and it's also kind of challenging trying to figure out like because you have to like you're at the border and you're allowing people into the border, taking
Yeah,
telling them to go away. And after the first level, they start adding more and more and more things that you need to check and make sure is not faked. And there's a lot of layers to it, and it gets very difficult very quickly. But it's
it's
really really good game.
it's a cool concept for sure. It's really
Yeah.
unique, and I feel like for the PlayStation Vita, once again, pretty cool game. So, Soma and Onrush, like two games that people, not everybody will love, but Paper Please, Ico Class on the PlayStation 4, a little bit for everyone, basically.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
And the last news of the week, I feel like every time somebody is talking about Fallout 76, it's negative, right?
It seems like it.
So Bethesda apologized for Fallout 76 Collector's Edition bag by giving buyers microtransaction money. So basically, the bag that was designed and the people that pre-ordered it was a canvas duffel bag. Is that it?
Oh, a duffel bag. Yeah.
Duffel bag. There you go. And they receive a super cheap quality bag, which was made of I don't remember what. I'm trying nylon,
Yeah, nylon. Yep.
nylon. There you go. And so it's due to unavailability of materials. We had to switch to nylon carrying case in the Fallout 76 Power Armor Edition. Whoops. So basically, when you contact Bethesda, they give you like 500 atoms, which I think is a currency in the game,
Yeah.
and it's around $5 basically.
Yep.
And
And most paint jobs cost 15.
This is so bad, man. But they will send the real bag. Basically, they have said that they will fix the issue with everybody that purchased the Power Armor edition of Fallout 76. So it's all good, I guess. But they are trying to slide one in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go, man.
For as much bad press as this game gets, I'm actually enjoying the time playing with it.
Okay.
I've not spent a penny other than the $30 I spent to buy the game, but I think it's been a nice experience for me so far.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't played the game, first of all, full disclosure. But I feel like it's a game that people love to shit on, but it's actually like not too bad. But Bethesda really shit the bed when they announce a lot of modes and a lot of stuff which wasn't included in the game, or at least included but not fully included.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
So I'm probably talking about like the online component of the game, right?
That was. I mean, it wasn't like working day one, but after they patched it, day two, it worked fine.
But it's unacceptable.
It is. But I bought the game a few weeks later, so I don't.
Okay, so you
I
haven't
passed
saw
all that.
all the problems.
I was smart and waited for Black Friday, unlike most of these people who are complaining.
Yeah, okay. But like I said, I haven't played the game. I'm just reading online, and all the
Right.
articles are negative about the game. But it seems like a lot of people are actually enjoying the game. It's not like an empty game at all. I feel like there's a lot of to do in the game, basically. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's still a Fallout experience, whether people want to say it is or not. But people had different expectations for the game, and some of them were a little bit higher than they should have been, especially with a Bethesda Fallout game that is always known to have massive glitches and problems day one.
yeah, Fallout 3. I remember I bought the game day one, and this game was a mess at launch. A mess. It
Yeah.
was buggy. Can go through the walls and
Made it easy to complete the game, right?
yeah, exactly. They
Just like
fixed the game.
the Doom 20th Anniversary Edition, you could turn on wall hacks, so you could just walk through walls and finish levels in like 2 seconds.
Oh, that's great. That's a great way to finish the game.
That's easy. It makes the platinum easier too.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so the next segment is the drop, the Ferret's drop. So there
Yes.
you go, man. That's your segment.
All right. Well, hey, the first game we have is a 2D side scroller by the name
Oh.
of Battle Princess Madelyn. And this was a Kickstarter game, actually, funded by you for you. It's it's from the company Casual Games. So, like I said, it's a 2D side scroller. It's got an 8-bit style to it, and it's kind of Ghosts and Goblins reminiscent, as most of these games are nowadays. I mean, we've gotten like 3 of them in the past few months. But you play as Madelyn, who is a young knight in training, and she has a ghostly pet dog named Fritzy, and they set out on a journey to save her kingdom and her family from the clutches of an evil wizard.
Okay. Dude, it's a PlayStation 3 games, right?
It says PS4 digital on my end.
Oh, okay. Battle Princess. Okay, the link is wrong. The link is wrong. It's
Uh-oh.
what is it called? Battle Princess
Battle Princess Madelyn.
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 Okay, so it's not up yet. Okay, so the link is wrong, and the link was a PS3 game which looked really amazing, man.
Oh,
But
did it?
yeah.
Well, this game doesn't look bad. If you Google the screenshots of it, it looks colorful and stylistic. But it does have the same like look as a Ghosts and Goblins type game, or Halloween
Okay.
Forever, or shall I say Siggy a fart for Melusina?
No,
Shall I say Save the Ninja Clan?
no. We don't know. Siggy, yeah. Siggy wasn't too bad. Siggy wasn't too bad. Save the Ninja
All
Clan
right.
too?
Next up is a Western VR game called Guns in Stories. This comes out on the 7th, and it's a VR game. It has been out on Oculus and stuff like that for a while, but they finally put it on the PlayStation VR. But it's a Western shooter with a weird twist. You're going to visit locations with Old Man Bill, that's his name, as he tells tales to his grandson. Try out weapons with dynamic music, jokes, and cynical humor. I was watching some gameplay. It looks kind of interesting. You, of course, it's got a lot of jokes in there. So if you're not a
Yeah,
fan
of
of
course.
corny jokes, then you might want to stay away from this one. But I think it looks like a competent game. Obviously, it's been around for a while. So if you want to, just check out a let's play of it before purchasing it, and maybe it's something that you'll enjoy.
Oh, do you have a let's play of it?
No, I said I
That would
watched.
have
I
been
watched.
good too. That would have been good.
It's
Just
not even
dropping
out
your
yet.
link,
How could
man.
how could I do a let's play?
I'm not sure if you have a review code or something. You're becoming big. You know what I mean?
I hacked the game. I actually got I had someone contact me about a free key this
Oh,
week, so my first one. So I'm hoping to start playing that and get a review out next week.
do you want to say the name of the game or?
I
Okay.
tweeted about it. I tweeted about it a few days ago.
Okay.
It's called like Tisk or something like that. Tiskawa. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it
Okay.
looks really cool. It looks cool. So I can't wait to play that.
Okay. Have you played Coffee Crisis?
Coffee Christ.
Yeah, I sent
Oh
you.
no, I haven't
No.
yet. I totally forgot.
You should, man.
I
I
gotta
think
do
it's
that.
out this week or next week.
I don't know. Did I even? I don't know if I redeemed the code. Oh no. I'll have to look later. But anyways, Just Cause 4. Just Cause 4 coming out late in the year as they usually do. But Just Cause 4 sees the continuation of Rico Rodriguez's story. And he's going to the land of Solace to hunt down the truth about his past at any cost. Uh, Strap yourself into your wingsuit, boys, and strap some rockets onto the ass of a cow because you're going back into the crazy world of Just Cause 4. This third-person action-adventure game just lets you do anything you want, fully destructible environments, and hey, you have a new customizable grappling hook now. So get ready to bring the thunder.
It seems more the same, man. No
It is
new
more.
ideas.
It is more of the
No
same.
nothing, man.
I
Grappling
never
hook.
really liked the style of these games because the shoot to like lock on the enemies, it does it automatically, and I always found that very tedious, very annoying.
Yeah. I haven't played any Just Cause game. Just not my thing. I played a lot of Saints Row, which I really
Close.
love, actually.
Just Cause has some of the same ideas, like open world, do whatever you want. It's
Okay.
Just Cause has like destructible environments, like you can literally take down an entire factory with explosions and stuff. I think the versatility of Just Cause games is very unique. You know, there's not many games where you can cause a lot of havoc, have the army roll in with tanks, steal a tank, kill everyone there, ram through houses, and escape by shooting your grappling hook and then flying away. It's a very unique experience, but it's just one that I'm not really into. I think there's just too much for me.
That's all right. That's all right.
Next up is a game that I've been following for a while now, and it's finally released, and I actually was playing it today, and it's called Mutant Year Zero: Road
Yeah.
to Eden. This was a game I've been looking at for a while because it just looked fascinating in the original E3 reveal of it. But this game is a tactical adventure game that combines turn-based combat with real-time exploration, story, stealth, and strategy. And you're going to explore this post-human Earth where mankind has been eradicated by every single every single destruction porn movie ever. So you got nuclear war that was in there, a plague that wiped out half the world, and a climate change scenario as well. All these things happened in this world, so every single disaster movie in one go.
Oh,
But the game's really cool. You play as mutants who are just trying to survive and help the first, I should say, first civilized city of the New World survive, go on missions for the Elder, who is the leader of the colony. And the character designs are really cool. And also the mutations you can do. You can level up your characters by doing mutations, really help with the game. The combat's really cool and very nicely done. If you start in stealth, you can ambush people and have extra boosts to damage and stuff like that. It's turn-based, so if you don't like turn-based games, you might want to stay away from this one.
Yeah, for sure.
I am personally enjoying it a lot more than Mario versus Rabbids. That was on the Switch.
Okay.
Lots of customization too. Lots of stuff. A very nice exploration type game. And like it's not like you meet an enemy and then the screen goes black and you reappear in like an area that's kind of more oriented for a strategy game. It's literally like you're exploring and you run into an enemy and you'll be able to hide and stealth up to them and then attack them, and nothing will change in the environment. No black screen or nothing. It's just a very smooth, run and go kind of thing.
That's cool. Seems like a cool concept too.
Yeah. Next up is, oh boy, it's PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which is out the 7th. Finally coming to PS4. People said it wouldn't happen. People said, oh, it's Xbox exclusive. Well, what do you know? It ain't Xbox exclusive anymore. But here you go. You're going to land, loot, and outwit your opponents to become the last player left and get that sweet, sweet, savory winner, chicken dinner. It's the Battle Royale game that everyone knows, and for some reason, they're still charging money for. It's PUBG. I'm not even going to announce the entire title. It's PUBG. Apparently, there's adrenaline pumping moments.
Yeah, nothing to say about this game, man.
It's on mobile, it's on Xbox, it's on PlayStation, it's on computer, it's everywhere now. It has gone full throttle.
There you go. There you go.
And the last up, it's Subnautica, which is digital only. Oh, no, it is retail. I'm sorry. Both digital and retail. Subnautica has been around for a while on Steam in the beta mode, and finally it's getting a release on PlayStation 4. This is an underwater adventure game where you take your scuba gear and dive into an alien ocean planet. It's a massive open world full of wonder and peril. So really, there's no direction in this game other than explore and check out the underwater mysteries that lie beneath.
Yeah, this game is once again, it's a cool concept. I'm all about the concept in games. This game seems unique too. I watch a lot of gameplay because a lot of streamers were playing this game when it came out on Steam. It seems like a wide. What is that?
Wide?
Wide, exactly.
Like large?
Yeah, not wide. I sound so French when I say this, man. Wide.
Wild? Are you saying wild?
No, I just fuck up.
Wide. I don't know what we're just trying to say then.
Yeah, it's a huge game with a lot.
Okay. I don't know. We don't really describe games as wide.
Yeah. I'm tired,
This game
you have to
wide.
forgive me, man.
It's got a fat ass.
Yeah. It's freaking huge. There's a lot of thing to do in the game. There's a lot of like collectibles and like mining stuff and resources and mixing stuff, building stuff. So there's a lot of that in the game. Basically, like 50% of the game is that. But exploring the ocean is really intriguing and really well done. So this game is interesting for sure.
Yeah. Hey, that is it for the Ferret drop.
Yep. One little note, as usual.
Just kidding. We didn't make it.
We didn't make it. I'll try Super Life of Pixel. It's a game where each level is based off a different console, a different era. So it's like a big homage to old school games. Like the Atari, the NES, Super Nintendo, 16-bit, 64 bits even. So it's a really, really cool concept, and I got a review code from the developer. It seems like a cool platformer too, exactly the games I really enjoy to play, and it's really relaxing to me for some reason. So stay tuned for more on the channel.
Yeah, sounds cool.
It sounds really cool. There you go.
There we go.
Next segment is topic of the show. So it's been a while. It's been a while since we talked about trophies in the show. So we wanted to do another topic of the show, and this time we picked our favorite platinum trophies that we never got. So a game that we started but never got the platinum for different reasons. And yeah, that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'll be starting. And the first game that I choose is 3D Dot Game Heroes, which I think is not really well known among PlayStation fans. It was on PlayStation 3. It's like an homage once again to Zelda, old school Zelda, with a lot of pixel, a little bit like Minecraft. It's a freaking hard game with multiple playthroughs. It's a game I really love. That's why I choose this game, because I really freaking love this game. It's really well done. And if you love Zelda and you're searching for something to play and you still have your PS3 around, buy this game for sure, because it's an awesome experience. The only reason, like the first playthrough, as you can see right now, I absolutely have all the trophies that you can get on the first playthrough, all the collectibles. Yemi, are you okay? Are you okay?
No, my dog just jumped down from my chair. So
okay, you're okay. I was scared a little bit. So yeah, the only reason why is that there's a lot of hardcore and even for me super hard challenges, and there's even a trophy for clearing the game without dying, which is absolutely insane. And clear the Spelunker even, so even that you don't, if I remember correctly, it's been a while, but it's like a secret ending. Clear the game in from mode, which is 1 HP only. So it's all different playthroughs, and after that survive Spelunker mode for 10 hours, which I think you can leave the game running, but you have to unlock Spelunker mode before attempting this, and acquire all the swords which are hiding behind like ridiculous challenges, and clear Spelunker mode, which is the 1 HP mode. So there's a lot of playthroughs. I might go back to the game. I will never platinum this game because there's too much time to spend on the game, but I freaking love it, but I'll never got it, and this platinum is sitting at 3.33% for a reason too.
Yeah.
Yours was Shooty Fruity.
Yeah, Shooty Fruity was the first one I chose because the first one I thought of games that I'll never get the platinum on, but I love so much. Shooty Fruity is, of course, a VR game where you shoot evil fruit that's coming to kill you inside of a grocery store. So you must scan items, place items in correct bins, and also give people food while you're defending yourself against the hordes of fruit. And this the one of the main reasons why I'll probably never get this one. There's a lot of these like
seems grindy, man.
Yeah, these trophies that just they're just too much. The survival mode, you have to last 30 minutes on all 3 of the survival mode levels, and I survived for 28 minutes on the first one.
Oh, that sucks.
And I was so burnt out. And it was during a live stream too. I was so burnt out at the end of that. I was like, dang, I could not do this 2 more times. Like, because there's large parts of these survival maps where nothing is happening. Like, there's no enemies to shoot. You're just kind of like doing nothing, and then all of a sudden it will just pick up again. But then also there's other ones like doing the kills with weapons isn't too bad, but getting all the stars on the challenges and all the levels could be quite a pain in the butt. And I'd rather keep enjoying the game than go for the trophies on this. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'll probably never get this one.
Yeah, that's a valid reason for sure. 2.61 though? Dude.
It's rare.
Yeah.
I tell you that it's probably just because of that survival mode, because at the end of that survival mode, they throw you into like freaking every single fruit in the game comes out. And it's just so nearly impossible.
Okay. That seems like a cool game too.
Yeah, it's very cool. I recommend it to anyone who owns a PSVR.
Like me, right? All right. Next one is, of course, Catherine. So, once again, a game that is underrated, I feel like, but a lot of people, the people that played this game really loved it. Catherine is a puzzle game, a story-driven game with a Sims element in it, a really cool story, and the gameplay is basically climbing like huge towers of blocks with different hazard and stuff like that. It's a really, really unique game. I really loved it. I got, once again, on my first playthrough, I got pretty much all the trophies. As you can see right now, they are all green, and boom! There's a couple of trophies which are a freaking nightmare to get. I did complete all the endings. The complete stage 1 of Babel. Babel is a little like mini games in the game, which are like a smaller version of the main gameplay of the game. It's really, really challenging, and there's like 64 stage in the game of Rapunzel, which are really, really challenging, like I said. And after that, there's Babel. Babel is the hard mode basically, which is really freaking hardcore. And I even finished the game on hard too, so I'm not really far from the platinum. Yeah. I just noticed that. But yeah, the main reason why I didn't complete the game is earn a gold prizes on all hard difficulty stages. So you have to complete all the stages while taking next to no damage and doing the stages really fast, which is freaking tough, man. So yeah, amazing game, and I cannot wait. I think I'll replay it on PS4 too. Yeah, cool. 2.18, dude.
Yeah, that's a rare one.
Yeah, that's a rare one, and there's a lot of game owners too, so
yeah,
it's a real challenge.
Mine, yes, Hand of Fate 2 got the Game of the Year from me last year.
Oh,
it is a excellent randomized card-based game, with live action combat as well. So you know the cards will flip, and you get to see what enemies you're facing. You can choose to do a few things within the story, and then if you're lucky, you can either pass them up by not doing anything, or you have to fight them in the worlds. But this game was such a it's such a nice and fun concept. It's everything that you want from like a Dungeons and Dragons type game, but you're actually fighting instead of just playing with cards. And one of the reasons, well, probably the biggest reason why I will never get this platinum is because there's a lot of random trophies. There's a lot of luck-based trophies. That's the word I'm looking for. So literally, there's ones towards the end where it's like you have to get a huge success on this, and you have to do this, and you have to set up this throughout this, and pretty much I stopped going for the trophies because of that. It's just because the whole game is based on luck, of course, but trying to get these trophies is just a little bit too much of a challenge. Like there's a lot of these chance gambits, they're called, or the pendulum gambits are the worst. And that's one where it's like a pendulum that goes back and forth, and there's red zones everywhere, and you have to try and make it land on a green zone or a gold zone. And gold zones are like really small slivers. And you can also get like huge failures as well. So if there's like I think deep red is a fail zone. Like you get the worst possible outcome with those. So it's just like it's a lot of that kind of stuff where it's like it's really up to you choosing the right card, pressing the button at the right time, having luck with the wheel. I never had luck with the wheel of freaking fortune, more like the wheel of misfortune.
Yeah, fuck the wheel, right?
But this game is really, really good though. Like I enjoyed playing this game so much that it earned its top dog last year. Haven't played it much since though. I probably should get back on it.
Yeah, I'm never played like a good card game. Pretty sure I would love it too.
This game, this game has that card element, and it's kind of like it's a randomized story generator. So each quest you'll have cards that you can pick yourself. Like if you want to have the card that automatically gives you 100 gold every time you land on it, you can pick that card. But there's also a bunch of randomized cards in the deck, and you'll unlock new cards as you beat levels and stuff like that. It's just a very unique experience, and it's definitely a step above the original game, Hand of Fate 1. So yeah, I'd recommend it, especially if it's on sale. And there's a few DLC packs out for it now. I haven't played those,
Yeah, I
but
saw
I've
that.
heard good things about them.
You need to bring up that C rank too. Your rank
That's true.
C in the
I got to
trophy.
get back on it. I got stuck on a level, and I just never went back to it because I was knew things were coming out.
Yeah, C rank is bad.
Hey,
C,
it's
A
not an
rank,
F.
A rank. So the next one for me is a game where I'm really close to the platinum actually, and it's Dead Space 2. I think you played this game, right?
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite Dead Spaces. Actually, the favorite.
Yep. I prefer the first one. I think still the second game is way more horror than the first one too, in my opinion. So the first playthrough, I completed absolutely everything I could in the first playthrough. Dismember 2,500 limbs is the second playthrough. So I completed absolutely everything, man. Upgraded all the weapons. I collected all the collectibles. So the only thing that keeps me from having the platinum is I complete the game on Zealot setting, which is actually not too bad. It's just basically the hard mode of Dead Space 2, but the freaking complete the game on hardcore setting, which I think in this one it's insta death, right? You don't have like, or you? I think you have 3 saves actually. Let me check. So you play this game, right?
Yeah, I never played it on the hardest difficulty though.
You only have 3 save to use. So you have to use like a save every 6 or 7 chapters basically. And hardcore is also based as the hard difficulty. So you have to know the game from inside and out basically. So yeah, I'm surprised that the platinum is sitting at 6.61% though. Maybe you can cheese the hardcore mode. Maybe that's it, like by backupping your save or stuff like that. But
yeah, maybe I'm not sure.
yeah, but it's a great game for sure. And I would love to see a remaster collection on the PS4 of the Dead Space games. That would be amazing, man.
That would, but unfortunately, I think the studio went under after Dead Space 3.
Oh, that's right. So that might be the reason why. That's a good reason, actually. What's your avatar, man?
What was that?
What's your avatar on PlayStation? It's like a green.
It's a watermelon from Shooty Fruity.
Oh, there you go. Biggest fan of Shooty Fruity ever, man.
I don't know. I just like the face he makes.
Okay.
Hey, the next one for me is Shadow of War, which is the sequel to Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
Shadow of Mordor, I got the Platinum Trophy on. It's an excellent game. I recommend it to anyone who likes Lord of the Rings and or action fighting games like Batman. But this game has 3 really, really stupid, tough trophies. And if I'm missing like 5 from this game,
Yeah.
2 of them I just need to set up special things to for them to happen. But there's one for completing the Shadow War, which is the final chapter in the game, and Shadow War takes forever. It's just a whole big thing where you're attacking and defending against hordes of enemies at different locations around the map that you own or that you're the captain of, and they get harder and harder and harder as the game goes on. So you need to keep improving your troops, getting new captains and stuff like that to defend your castles with. And once your captain is dead, he's gone. He's out of the game. He won't come back, which is really tough because there's a lot of captains that I have who I like their personalities, I like their setups, and they keep dying on me. So I have to. I've built up a lot of in-game currency just from playing the regular game. So what I was doing at the end of trying to get this platinum trophy is just buying the loot crates, but I was getting shit out of them. Like it wasn't even close to the level that I was getting out of my crates, and I decided to stop doing that. And I know originally when people were playing this game, they were complaining out the ass about the crates, and I'm like, yeah, but they don't give you anything, so why even buy them?
Yeah, buy them with real money.
Yeah. Well, you earn in-game currency
Oh,
while you're playing the game, like it's around everywhere, but you can also buy the money as well.
okay.
And then also there's
you're close,
one for
man.
yeah, well, there's one for reaching the highest rank in online conquest, and that's an extremely unlucky trophy because you can go up against some really difficult captains, people online. Now they're not actually physically in the game, but you have to go up against their troops.
Okay.
And the highest ranking troop will be the last one you fight, and he'll be in an arena inside the castle, and you can have X amount of captains help him. So you could go into the last fight with your last remaining spark of life and be like, okay, I can probably take this guy down. But then when the match starts, there's like 5 other guys around him who are also captains. And it's like, well, this is just shit.
But
I didn't get very far in it. I wasn't able to beat many people, and I ended up just kind of being like giving up on the online portion of the game.
16%, you can totally do this, man.
You don't know how difficult these trophies are, though.
16%.
I know.
Nothing. That's nothing.
And then the last one that like kind of annoyed me. There's this one where you have to kill a captain while riding an Olog, which is the bigger dude in the game. You can kind of jump on their back.
That's the rarest trophy in the game, actually.
I had it set up perfectly to do this, and I was on the dude's back, and he died a split second before I swung my sword at the captain, and I was so pissed. I was so pissed because it takes forever to get these guys to spawn or be in a specific location.
Yeah.
Have a captain who's actually low enough in rank that you can kind of kill, get him down in health quickly. And most captains will run away as soon as you get them down to like 5% health. So it's really difficult to get that all set up and going. And it's just, it's ridiculous.
Okay. It seems like a bad trophy list, actually.
No, the trophy list isn't bad.
No?
I
Okay.
had fun getting most of them. And I think the story really was good up until the Shadow Wars. Like I can't stand doing the Shadow Wars anymore. I've played it for so many hours, and it just doesn't go anywhere. It seems like.
Okay. There you go. So the next one for me is Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of Patriot. This one, if you play this game, you know exactly why I haven't completed the game. So basically, there's a lot of ranks and ending, and there's a lot of collectibles too. There's a lot of random things happening. There's a lot of miscellaneous, and there's a lot. I don't remember exactly what it's called in the game. But it's ending basically, and there is even a chicken ending, which is finishing the game with more than 40 hours or something like that of playtime. There's a lot of playthrough, 7 playthrough, and there's 8 playthrough. So you need to play the game 8 times, and each time it's a different playthrough. You have to do specific things. Getting all the emblem, getting all the weapons, don't get any weapons, don't use this weapon, don't take that. So it's a lot of random things to do. I love this game, but this platinum is out of reach for me, and it's setting out at 4.51%. But there's a lot of fans of Metal Gear Solid that have done this platinum because they just love the game. And I freaking love the game too. But after one playthrough, I knew that I wasn't going back to this game. So
right,
yeah, it's a cool game, but
how
it's
long
one
is
of my
the
favorite
playthrough?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
How long though? Like how many hours would you say you spent doing one playthrough on it?
One playthrough? Well, it's difficult to say because like the final scene of the game is like 3 hours.
Oh,
so if you skip all the scenes, I guess it's 10 hours or something like that. But with all the cutscenes, it might be up to 20 or 30 hours of watching movies and playing the game. So it's 8 playthroughs and 80 hours and 8 out of 10 difficulty based on the trophy guide. So it's not easy at all, actually.
Yeah.
There you go. Pretty cool game. Favorite game. Might be one of my favorite game of all time. But bad trophy list.
That sucks.
Next one for you is Mass Effect 2.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and it does have a good trophy list. But there is one trophy that I don't think I'll ever be able to do, and that's completing the game on Insanity, which is the hardest difficulty setting. There are just so many choke points in this game where you're going down a small corridor with endless amounts of enemies running at you, and it's just so intense to get down. Even on a New Game Plus run, a New Game Plus Plus run, I've done all the trophies except for that one on a previous account. And when I played on this account, I was like, oh, I'll try and do as much as I can in one playthrough. So every trophy I have here is one playthrough. And the ones that, keeping all your team alive through the suicide mission and doing incinerate armor of 25 enemies and stuff like that, those are easy enough to do just by choosing a different class or choosing a different specialist ability. And keeping your team alive through the suicide mission, you can never do that on the first run because there's an argument between two characters. I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's an argument between two characters, and you need to have full Renegade or full Paragon to defuse it without one of them becoming unloyal to you. And if someone's unloyal and you go into the ending mission, they'll usually almost always die. So, but I can do that one on the next playthrough. But I started doing Insanity playthrough back a while ago, and I got to there's this Omega mission where you're going through the garbage and you're defending Garrus, who's sniping people, and there's a part where you have to go and close doors, and it was just really, really difficult. And then right after that one, you have to go and turn off fans and do stuff with fans. And there's so many enemies, and they bum rush you all the time. It's just a very difficult playthrough. And I'm surprised as many people did this as what it's showing on PlayStation profiles. I mean, I'm sure if I got back on it and really put my head to the grindstone, I could do it because I've done everything else in this game. But it's a tough playthrough, and I couldn't even imagine doing the final boss.
And once again, it's a game that is loved amongst fans. So when you love the game, you want to do everything in the game, basically. So that might be why.
I do want to. I've done everything else.
It's 40 hours, 2 playthroughs, and 6 out of 10 difficulty based on the trophy guide. So it's not easy at all.
Yeah, and some people actually go through Insanity the first run, which I find... I don't know how they do that, because you have no powers at the beginning and they take forever. They'll reload and stuff. You have to do it on New Game Plus. There's no other way, because you can choose abilities that help you regain health as well. I usually use
it's easier. 2 playthroughs is easier.
Yeah. And plus you need to do 2 playthroughs anyways, or you can do 1 playthrough with a character from the last game, which is what I did on this run, I think.
Yeah. I guess you
could. But yeah, like I said, it's still one of my favorite games. I haven't played it in a while because I've done so many playthroughs I can't count them on both hands and both feet. But I'll get back to it and try it again. I just got burnt out last time I was playing it because I had played through the whole game in a week, and then I was trying to do Insanity Run, and I was just like, you know what, I need to take a little bit of time off.
I'm burned out by this video game. Okay, next one for me is a game that I absolutely love. Once again, one of my favorite game of all time. It's on my top 10 list for sure. But what a freaking bad trophy list though. And the game is The Last of Us Remastered. Bad trophy list. One of the worst actually. So there's a lot of trophies for finishing the game. And there's a lot of trophies for collectibles, but there's 2 gold trophy, which is complete the Firefly Journey and complete the Hunter Journey, which are online trophies, and it takes up to 40 hours to get to those 2 trophies. Oh, wow. So yeah, and there's a lot of complete the game on Survivor, complete the game on hard, complete the game on Survival Plus. So the game is really challenging too. I didn't play a second playthrough actually. I played once and I put the game aside. I got all the collectibles too. I got unlock all shift doors, collect all comics, all training manuals, find all the collectibles, Firefly pendants, the Elise jokes too, which were amazing, artifacts. So basically what I need to do is complete the game on Survival Plus and get online, man. And I don't want to play online, so I will never get this platinum.
I heard online's pretty bad.
Yeah? Okay. I heard it was pretty unique, but freaking long to do so.
I thought it was about a PvP mode. I don't remember. Maybe I'm thinking of Tomb Raider. I'm sorry.
No, I think it's a weird you need to manage your colony and keeping food on the table and stuff like that.
Lots of fun.
Yeah, I heard good thing about this the multiplayer. I just don't want to do it. I'm not going online, man.
All right.
Fury,
one of my favorite games from, what was it, 2 years ago that came out? 2016. Yeah, that's 2 years ago now. Wow. Yep. But this game's really, it's like a boss rush mode. Like every enemy you face is a new boss. And I really love this game. I didn't get all the way through it yet. I need to go back and do it, but I can already tell that this game is out of my personal reach for this trophies, especially because you have to go through the game with an S rank on every, in story mode, and you have to go through the game on inferior difficulty, and you have to also get S ranks in inferior difficulty.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very difficult. And there's a lot of those special trophies as well, like speed running trophies and defeating bosses within X amount of time and stuff like that. It's a very intense one, but I do want to get back to this and finish the game, the base game at least, because there's a lot of bosses I haven't gotten to. I probably have to restart the game though, because I need to relearn the controls. But it's just such a beautiful game with such a great soundtrack and such a great feel and style to it. Definitely can't wait to play it again.
Yep, I heard a lot of good things. Like we talked about before starting the podcast. Fury is totally my type of game. I would love to get that platinum, man. It looks super shiny too.
Yeah.
1.55%.
Mm-hmm.
It's all pattern based. It's all skills, and it's all a speed run. Looks awesome, man.
Gotta have the skills to pay the bills.
Yep, this one is hard for sure. Gonna die a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was our top 5 favorite games that we never got the platinum. We have a couple of leftovers that we'll glance through really fast. The first one for me is Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, which is that's a weird title, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's a long title. It's one of my favorite JRPG in recent memories. It seems it's like a little bit like a Pokemon game that you can rescue enemies and fight with them. You can upgrade them. There's a lot of enemies that you can like lure and fight with them. I didn't give up on the game. I just haven't played the game since a long time, and there's no missable. It's not a hard like trophy list. It's just really long, but amazing game, and I will get back to it for sure. And the next one for me is Metal Gear Solid 2. I didn't want to put 2 Metal Gear in the top 5 because it was unfair for the other games.
Right.
Metal Gear Solid 2 is a little bit more manageable, I guess. But once again, you need to know the game inside and out to get that platinum. And I'm not like... I'm a fan of Metal Gear Solid, but I don't know all the games. And there's multiple playthroughs. And there's like complete all the VR mission too, which are really time-consuming and really hard to. So once again, it's a 80 hours platinum, 5 playthroughs, and 8 out of 10 difficulty. So... yeah, it's easy to know exactly why I gave up on this.
Yeah.
For you, it was Bulletstorm.
Yeah, Bulletstorm is a game I love to death, but the trophy list is too much. Too much for me.
2.76, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of just random trophies and a lot of collectibles in there, and the original game had a lot of multiplayer stuff. I don't think the maybe the remastered version does have the multiplayer trophies in there, because the multiplayer was just not fun for me. The core game is what I really enjoyed, and and doing all the special moves with the slingshot is just it's so hard to do because you have to set those up way in advance and kind of know where you can get them done for the most part.
Yeah, I think there's online trophies because there's a boosting session. So.
Yep.
And the next one was
Mad Max.
Mad Max, yeah.
Yeah. This was a very underrated game from a few years ago now. It got on the top 10 list that year for me. I think it was number 7. But Mad Max is one of those games that I really enjoy playing, but you have to like build all the cars or something like that. Like all the special cars, you have to build them. And you also have to get like the best engines and loot all the locations. And if you look at the map, there are so many locations to loot. It must take years
years
to get this done, and then also doing all the objectives and camps. There's so many of those as well, and also doing all the non-repeating challenges is a pain in the butt as well. Those require a lot of special attention as well, but it's a great game. One of the last places you have to destroy. There's places you go to, you can destroy things. Glitched out on me. I can't get into it. The door didn't open when I destroyed the door, the door lock. So
90 hours. So there you go, man.
yeah, it's a very high intensity one, but it's such a fun game. Blowing up cars and stuff like that reminded me so much of Vigilante 8, and I really loved the game.
Yeah, I heard good thing about this game. The problem is that it released at the same time as a little game called Metal Gear Solid 5. So, bad spot, I guess.
I was the only person in line getting Mad Max. Everyone else was getting Phantom Pain.
Phantom Pain, man. I haven't played the 5th one.
Can I also mention Batman Arkham City?
No, you can't. Sorry.
No? Okay.
We need to move on. You know, the time is too tight.
Gotcha.
No. I'm joking. Go ahead. You can go right ahead, man.
Arkham City is one of those games that I did everything in the main game, and then those stupid challenge maps just killed the trophy run.
Yep, same for me, man.
I could not get those done, no matter how hard I tried. Like Arkham Asylum is manageable; like you can do it. I did it within a day or two. The challenges. I only had to look up one level, but it was still doable. But Arkham City, it's like, oh my gosh, you have to three medal the story campaigns and. They're so hard to do. You have to set up everything perfectly. So props to anyone who actually got that one. I like the game enough. I've played through it so many times. Like Mass Effect, I can't count them on my hands and toes.
Yep. But the issue with this one is that you need to complete the first playthrough 100% to get pretty much all the trophies, and the second playthrough you need to collect again pretty much all the collectibles, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Aside from all the side missions, if I'm not mistaken.
No, so, you do have to replay the side missions.
Yeah, that's totally stupid, man. That is stupid. That's a stupid gold trophy, man.
Well.
Yeah. Well, if you got all the collectibles in your first playthrough, why doing that again? That's boring.
Boring. I've gotten all the Riddler stuff in that game multiple times now, so maybe I'm just too big of a Batman comic nerd.
Yeah, but the side missions are amazing in this game. But 2 times
they are.
Yeah, they are amazing. I agree with that. But the trophy list is pretty bad. And even the DLCs are all like combat related to you. And there's a lot of them, like Catwoman.
I hate playing as Catwoman. I wish they would just take that out. I wish I could just delete that from the game, but nope.
Robin too.
Catwoman. Robin wasn't awful. Nightwing was cool. Yeah. But I think that was Origins where you could play as Deathstroke, which was a dumb idea.
Yeah, but Origins. Who likes Origin, right?
No one.
Well, no one.
I shouldn't say that. There's people who defend it.
Yeah. Greg Miller was one of them. You know who? Greg Miller? Miller? No. Kind of funny. IGN? PlayStation? Podcast Beyond? No?
Nah, I don't know.
Okay. So, next segment is the trophy segment, which is weird because we spent like 30 minutes talking about trophies, but who cares, right?
More the merrier.
It's our show. We do what we want to do.
That is true.
Yeah. Just Cause 4 trophy list just released. You want to talk a little bit about this one?
I suppose. I mean, it's pretty much the same setup as all the other Just Cause games. You know, doing the missions and taking down all the different getting all the different collectibles and doing all this random stuff in the game. I think the only one that's really new with this one is discovering every location in the game. I don't think you had to do that in the other one.
Okay.
But this one also it's just like we've been saying, you have to set up things in advance. Well, this one you have to crash into a flying airplane with your own plane, which I guess isn't too difficult. But yeah, there's a lot of different things for recruiting people and getting collectibles and doing some like obscene like in the other game you had to do like
obscene
15 minutes with flying really close to the ground in your wingsuit. This one kind of has the same thing going on here 3 different times.
Oh, goofy stuff.
Yeah, it's just things that just make it more difficult just because, you know.
Yeah. Well, but it fits the game a little bit, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, I think that it's like I said, it's pretty similar to like Just Cause 3. At least I know the trophy list it's pretty similar. So if you did that one, I think you shouldn't probably have a problem doing this one. It's just not knowing where the collectibles are right now. But I bet I bet they're on the map though, so I shouldn't say that.
Yeah. The first topic in the forum post is horrific motion blur. Remind me of
Yeah,
something?
reminds me of Spyro.
Yeah. Seems like a trend.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to talk about it forever again, but motion blur is just cancer.
Yeah,
No one
it's just
should not put it in games, and if it's
Yeah.
in the game, let us turn it off, please.
Next trophy list is Beat Saber. This one will be super hardcore. I can already tell.
Yep.
A lot of people. I saw Eric for President play on one of his videos. He's actually pretty good at the game, man. But get total score of 100 million. I think it's more grindy stuff than anything else. Get total playtime of 24 hours or more. That's easy. Get full combo on at least 15 different levels on expert difficulty. That seems not too bad.
No, that's difficult. The songs are so
Full
hard.
combo? Oh, full
Yep.
combo.
That means you
I
can't
read
miss
that
a
wrong.
note. Yeah.
Okay. But I guess
And
there's
getting
couple
the
of
double
easier
S
one,
rank.
right?
Getting a double S rank on any song is difficult too. There's
Okay.
one trophy for getting on any expert mode, but it's that means you literally have to hit exactly where they want you to hit in the middle of the block, in the right direction, etc., etc., and you
Okay.
cannot mess up. Like there's
Okay.
such little leeway for that.
Oh, okay.
Pretty
Oh.
intense.
There's a trophy guide. Let's check it. Okay, 7 out of 10, one playthrough in 30 hours, basically. But it's more skill based, so
Yeah.
if you're not good, like I don't have like any coordination between my two arms. My thumbs, yes, but my like moving my arms around and stuff, I'm not sure if I'll be good at that. That's for sure. Yeah. Well. But I think you would be pretty good with all that Guitar Hero experience and stuff like that. Yeah.
And I do have the platinum for Guitar Hero Live, so
Yeah. You said
I
that
don't
a
know.
couple
I don't know
times
about
now. Oh, okay. Next one.
Next one.
And last one. It's Subnautica. I'm not sure why we picked this one because I don't know anything about the game. So
the game is pretty much a submarine go down, find
cure the infection.
Random things. I don't know if this game, like I said, I don't think this game has like missions to do. I think you. Just
I think there's goals. Yeah.
Are
I
there
think there's
goals?
goals? Yeah.
So
I
it
think so.
might be a little bit easier than I think it is, but there is a lot to do still. A lot to do in this.
So there's like finding like thermal plant, find the disease research facility, find the primary containment facility. The only problem is that like some area, as far as I saw like the gameplay in live streams and stuff like that, is that they are like blocked by different enemies that you need different stuff, or they are too far in the ocean and you need like a special tuba or something like that. So it's all a matter of grinding for resources and building the right stuff to go to the right place, basically. With a guide, I guess it's not too bad, actually.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. And this game's been out long enough, so I'm sure there's people everywhere who know.
Oh yeah,
what to do.
Exactly, and there's a lot of fans in this game, and there's a lot. The community is huge, so I'm not surprised. All right. Question from the fans and subscribers. So do you want me to read the questions or say the name of the person? What do you prefer?
Yeah, might as well like read a snippet of the question so it's not biased.
Okay, IP that progressed the most. Death Stranding. First PlayStation game that we played, basically. Oh, look at you thinking.
I guess let's do the first one.
You don't even remember the question.
Yeah, it's the Sony IP that you feel.
You're good. You're listening at least.
Yeah.
Listening. All right. So this one. So this one is coming from Kool-Aid Moonwalk from the Discord server. Hi, Kool-Aid. My question is.
So excited to hit the microphone.
Yeah. It was a little bit awkward, right? Maybe we'll skip this. Maybe not. Probably not. Right?
Just restart the segment if you really.
No.
Not the whole segment, but
we don't have any time to lose. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so my question...
We're losing time right now. Go.
Okay, my question is, what Sony IP do you feel has progressed the most as a franchise? This can be in terms of having consistency, in terms of quality throughout all the games, or throughout a series. This one is easy for me. But I'll let you... Do you have a quick answer, or...?
I don't have a quick answer, so if you want to take some time, I'll be thinking a little bit.
So for me, it's really easy. The IP that progressed the most as a franchise is probably Uncharted, right? The first Uncharted was good in terms of story, in terms of gameplay, but it was a little bit rough around the edges, and it was short. It was a launch title for the PS3, and I feel like Uncharted 2 was a huge step forward. Uncharted 3 was also pretty good, but a little bit different in terms of story. And Uncharted 4 was absolutely like the master step for me in terms of in the franchise and in terms of the IP too. And it closed. And Uncharted 4 did a thing where most franchise fail, is closing the Uncharted series correctly, right? The ending was absolutely amazing, and I haven't talked to a person that haven't like loved the ending of Uncharted 4. Not gonna spoil it for you guys, but yeah, Naughty Dog, Uncharted, I feel like this is the IP that progressed the most.
That's a good answer.
That's a good answer, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's the easiest answer too, Chrono.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well, it's an easy answer, but I like reading the question and thinking about it like 2 seconds. It's Uncharted, man.
Yeah.
Do you have another answer, or?
I mean, I can't like off the top of my head. I'm having trouble thinking of Sony IPs that are like a franchise right now. like
Infamous. Yeah, The Last of Us is not a franchise yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, Killzone, Resistance.
See, I don't really like Resistance or Killzone, and I don't like. I think Infamous is like almost like a franchise that's progressed, but
God of War is a good one too.
God of War had a lot of misses.
Oh, look at you! Life. Which one?
Well, I mean, I know you love God of War 3, but I'm not a huge fan of God of War 3.
God of War 3 is one of the best.
And also, don't forget about the little game called Ascension.
Ascension was bad. That's true. But it was in Santa Monica, if I remember correctly.
No, but it still got the God of War in it.
That's a mistake.
But I will agree. It definitely progressed the most because it changed so much from the first game to now. This year. I mean, it's completely different now. Even though I don't want to give anything away because you haven't gotten all through. Even though there's some things that return that are from the older games.
Oh.
It still has this own unique feel that feels new. It's practically new. Yeah. Also, what about Knack?
Knack, yeah, that progressed the most because the first one was garbage. The second one was okay, so it's a progression, right? I cannot wait for Knack 3 on PlayStation 5 too.
Oh, don't say that.
Why? It will happen. You know it will happen.
You can't wait for it though, really?
Yeah, I can wait. I never played Knack, by the way. Never played any games in the Knack series.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just talking out of my ass right now. Is that a thing that people say?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Because otherwise it would be really weird, right?
Well, I mean, it's still kind of weird to say, but people understand what you mean.
Okay. It's weird to say, really?
I mean, I don't like to say it.
Okay.
I don't know.
But I'm going to say it.
What about a non-PlayStation exclusive? Like, I was thinking of progressing as a series. I think Burnout progressed really, really well up until they stopped making Burnout games.
Yeah, Paradise was the best for sure.
Yeah, I liked how it's open world. The races are they're kind of random. You can kind of go where you want to.
Mm-hmm.
I think that really like progressed really well in its lifespan, and I mean I could have said Mass Effect, but they added on Andromeda, so now I can't say it.
Yeah,
and
progression has stopped.
You could say Dishonored too, because Dishonored as a series right now, the 3 games in the series, one of them's kind of like a half a game, Death of the Outsider, which was one of my favorite games from 2017. I think I think it progressed really well as a series, and they've added a lot of layers to it.
Yeah.
So I would definitely give that a head nod.
We can say Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Final Fantasy,
Dark
the Tales
Souls.
of series, Parasite Eve. What about Parasite Eve, right?
Well,
Do you want to talk about it or?
I don't know. I don't know much about Parasite either.
No, I'm kidding. There's only 2 games in the C3. Well, technically 3, but yeah, there's a lot of franchises that are progressing for sure. But you
Soul
can.
Calibur.
Soul Calibur is always like quality games. Tekken 2, Street Fighter. But there's always that game that like stop the progression, right? And I feel like Uncharted has not reached that game yet. So
That's true. Yeah.
yeah.
All the games are pretty quality except for maybe the first one, just because it's more of a basic run and gun.
Yeah, exactly. But the progression start there, so
Yeah.
yeah.
You got to start from somewhere, Chrono. You can't start at the
Exactly.
top. If you start at the top, the only way to go is down.
Yeah. There you go. This is why the podcast, the episodes are always bad. We are trying to make a progression out of them, right? So we're gonna make bad episodes, so the less bad ones will be good, right?
Boy, tell me how you really feel, Chrono.
All right. Oh, Borderlands 2 VR too. You wanted to talk about it a little bit? Like, it's this. It's basically the same trophy list. This is what you
Yeah,
wanted to say, right? But
yeah,
I said it before, so
yeah, it's exactly the same list, so no need to mention it really.
okay. But you wanted to talk about it.
Did
So
I?
there you go. We talk about it.
There, we talked about it. Yeah, there we go.
All right. So the last
Check it off the
segment.
list.
So the last segment of the show is called a PlayStation Memory. We talk about old school PlayStation, or not so old school PlayStation game from the past. Basically, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, could be a PSP game, PS3, or whatever. Not PS4 though, because it's not memory yet.
Yeah, not yet.
This week we choose Katamari Damacy. It was a PlayStation 2 game. It's like more puzzle game, right? Really weird. You're like a bowling ball and you run around, you roll around the place, and everything sticks to your ball, which is really, really weird to say right now. Stick to your ball. But
Yeah.
it's really what's happening in the game.
Yeah, it is.
So you basically like roll in the right direction with the right pattern. You will get like more items and basically run faster and faster and faster. It was really Japanese, really Japanese. And it's a long series. Started with We Love Katamari on PlayStation 2. A lot of PSP games too, even on Xbox 360, iOS. Katamari Forever on PlayStation 3, Touch My Katamari? Really? On PlayStation Vita. And there's a new releases too on Switch. Katamari Damacy has been released on Switch like last week or next week. I don't remember. But it's still well and alive. And it's a game like this that really make me love PlayStation, like weird experience that you cannot find anywhere else. So, yeah, Katamari Damacy, amazing game, man.
Oh, I don't know about amazing, but it was fun to play.
Yeah, not amazing, yeah. I went a little overboard on that one. Like, it was cool, a cool concept game.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. As a game, it's like you play it for a little bit. It's fun, but it's not something that you're gonna like invest hours into playing because it's literally just like roll. You're rolling the ball, and you eventually roll buildings and stuff like that. So it is a very cool concept, and lots of games have tried to mirror it, which means that obviously people enjoyed enough that people want to copy the formula.
Yeah, yeah. I don't remember a game that is like Katamari Damacy, though.
Donut County.
Oh, yeah, the one where you are a hole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the same concept to it. There's also there's a few like indie games that also kind of copied off of it.
Okay.
But yeah,
You don't want to name them, too?
I can't think of the names.
I knew it. I'm just fucking with you. Okay. Are you ready to close the show? I'm
I
ready
think
to
so.
close the show.
Yeah, let's
okay.
close the show.
Okay, let's go. So that's pretty much it for episode 15 of CronoCast, a PlayStation podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you again, Kool-Aid Moonwalk, for your question. And he's also like listening pretty much all the show, all the episodes. And it shows because he's talking to us basically in the Discord, like bringing the topics back in the Discord server and talking about them. He's talking about his opinions and stuff like that. So he's always like listening to the podcast, and it's really appreciated. So don't forget that you can be part of the show just like Kool-Aid Moonwalk. It's such an amazing nickname, right? Kool-Aid Moonwalk. It's so cool, man.
So it means that he's drinking Kool-Aid.
He's drinking the Moonwalk Kool-Aid.
Ah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You can reach us and ask your question and be part of the show. You can reach out on Discord, on Twitter, on Facebook, pretty much everywhere, and on Reddit too. I'm super active there on PSN profiles too. So once again, thank you so much for all the feedback and the support. It's really appreciated, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See you later, guys.